Why do Google and Twitter always lag behind Facebook and social media? Once you know the true secret behind Facebook's success and the story of a robot played by Robin Williams, you'll know how to beat them all when it comes to getting your content shared on social networks. I'll share that secret with you in just a short moment. First, though, and you'll want to listen closely to this as you're in for a big aha moment. Can you think back to a time when you wanted to express your reaction to a web page or a video or an image and found that your only option, the like button, just didn't cut it? Like most of us, you've probably had at least a few occasions when dislike would have been more appropriate, or perhaps even a get this off the damn internet button, right? And what about when you finally found that perfect website after a long and tiresome Google search? That feeling of relief and accomplishment welling up inside certainly warranted an I love this site button, didn't it? The truth is, we human beings can swing from jumping for joy to being in a flood of tears at the drop of a hat. The desire to express ourselves on the internet can be seen in something as simple as the emoticon. From the simple colon bracket smiley, all the way to those crazy elaborate emoticons you see today. 3D, animated, audio. The evolution of these simple icons is astonishing, and it all exists because people love to show their emotional reactions to others. They don't just want to share the darn thing, they want to share their reaction to it as well. And you can use that desire to compel them to share your content. So we're emotional creatures. Our emotions drive virtually all our decisions. The time we spend online is no different. And why would it be? Emotion is hardwired into everything we do. Why is it then that when it comes to social media, something so incredibly important to online businesses, it's all forgotten? People are more than plus ones and tweets. Keep that in mind, because we'll get back to its importance in just a second. The thing here, it's emotion that drives word of mouth and viral explosions on the internet. And LoveClaw is all about emotion. Remember that Robin Williams story we talked about earlier? Here's the nutshell, without spoilers. In the movie Bicentennial Man, Robin Williams plays an android, a human-like robot bought as a toy for a wealthy American family. As it spends more time around the humans, it starts to learn about emotion, and eventually develops emotions of its own. Now all the other androids who never developed emotions? They were discarded, cast aside and rejected, thrown away, crushed, mangled, torn apart, destroyed, and replaced by newer models. They became yesterday's trash. Not the Bicentennial Man, though. He was loved. He was given a name. He became Andrew Martin, part of the Martin family. He made the family feel something for him. Even if it was hate and frustration at times, they connected with him on a deep, meaningful level, as you do with family. Andrew Martin, the Bicentennial Man, was family. Whether you've seen the movie or not, would you now agree that infusing technology with emotion can be a wonderfully powerful thing? In fact, have you ever thought what it would be like if robots ever developed human emotions? Most of us have at one time or another. For years, humankind has held a fascination with robots and emotions, and even before robots, it was puppets. Just like how a little wooden boy was transformed into a lovable icon when Pinocchio first became an emotional being. Let's look at the internet as a prime example. Although it's really just a vast interconnected collection of wires, chips, and screens, as soon as people figured out ways to use it to connect and share emotions, it became the most popular social hangout in the world. Emotion drives engagement on the internet. Emotion drives our decisions. In fact, emotion leads us to make the very best decisions in our lives, like choosing the people we bring closest to us, deciding to buy things that make us feel good, and choosing to do things that benefit us the most. The other side of the coin is the people who feel nothing. There are millions of people going to work every single day, for example, tired and indifferent, drudging away at something they have absolutely no passion for, no feeling, buried by an almost suffocating blanket of confusion and apathy. And you see, the truth is, these people don't need to live their lives without emotion just to get by. The truth is, they're just a single, smart decision away from building their own business, finding more enjoyable work, deciding to feel great, moving their lives forward to escape their enslavement and liberate themselves fully. The bottom line here is simple. Emotions drive our entire lives. Doctors, scientists, religious counselors all agree. It's undeniable. So we know emotion drives us. Yet somehow, Facebook, Twitter, Google, the big guys who are supposed to be leading the way in social media, they've dropped the ball big time. Ask yourself, how often do you think people say to themselves, "Oh, wow, I feel so tweet"? And have you ever heard anyone say, "Man, that makes me so +1"? Yes, people do talk about liking stuff, and we probably agreed earlier that more often than not, a simple like just isn't enough. In fact, as we discussed, oftentimes it's way off base. So what choices are we left with? How can we harness what we've deduced here to get the edge over our competition by giving our visitors a way to connect with our sites the way they're hardwired to do? One solution is to combine emotion with technology. The LoveClaw Solution will transform your site into today's internet version of our friend Andrew Martin, the Bicentennial Man, a new generation of website that makes powerful emotional connections with everyone who interacts with it. The result of this transformation will be more traffic flooding your site through emotionally driven social shares, word of mouth, and reviews. And your site will be brought into the hearts of your users as other purely robotic websites become discarded as out-of-date, emotionless junk. And remember, when people spend more time on your site, sending out those all-important social signals, Google notices and perks up to it, so your rankings improve dramatically too. Emotional empowerment is what LoveClaw brings to your website, for your users, to benefit your business. In just 90 short seconds, your site becomes more than a collection of buttons and links. It becomes an emotional trigger for people to express their feelings of love, desire, excitement, shock, their interests, their intention, and so much more, blasting these emotions all across the web to friends, colleagues, and family. Whether you want to focus your trigger points on your site's content or a product you're promoting, LoveClaw sparks emotions. And just like we've said, shared emotions are the key to a successful website. So we invite you to make your decision, to bring your site and your business boldly forward into the new paradigm of emotional social engagement. We invite you to make your website a place for people, not robots.